Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my
phone trying to come out.
Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Block like that. Coming out like that.
No. Check. Patriot.
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
And
he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Come on, man.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Oh, man. Damn it. Like that line up right there. Okay. Damn, we had this shit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey. You got three. Detroit!
Mayfield.
Don't let bitch in though, bro.
Give credit to KJ Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Detroit!
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield.
Turn around, dude. Why they won't let my man turn around, bro?
Curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position.
God damn. Don't even let me click on it, bro. Oh.
Go 14.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Buying time to his left.
Keep it back. Oh my God, bro. They is cheating, bro. They is
and
fucking
down
cheating.
inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They is fucking cheating.
15 yards through the air on a 1st
Ain't no
down.
fucking way my man that fucking
Sometimes
slow.
it's designed.
Your man just to make up on the bullet pass. Knock the damn ball down.
And make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's
Fucking
first
right
and
there.
10
They won't
from the
let me
12.
goddamn kick that shit off.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Vanette, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Floating. My man can't get over.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And it pops free. The collision there jarring the ball loose and brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Mayfield to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. As Seattle makes their way back out here, Charles, let's take a little deeper dive as they go into the offseason, what they need to do. They led the NFL in rushing yards. You talked about it. They ran the football well. Where do they need to improve?
Maybe a little less stubbornness in establishing the run at times, because Chris Carson, their lead back, didn't get started against Dallas. Mike Davis couldn't add a whole lot. Rashad Penny, who was a rookie, he didn't add a whole lot in that one as well. Sometimes you have to let Russell Wilson be the guy and let him throw it around. They'll continue to work on that in the offseason and fortify him with a few more weapons on the perimeter, I believe.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was my bad. That was my bad.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
14.
Who got over there?
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
14, 14, run it. Gotta go.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson.
Come on, man.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. 20! And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. They give him a gain of 38.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Playing this guy. Motherfucking all that shit.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Man.
On second down, here's Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Ray Armstrong in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Somebody make a play.
He's the one to get it this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And Janikowski bangs it through. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh, why would you fall, bro? Why would you fall?
For his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin this drive with Chubb, and not a whole lot doing there. So get it up to about the 28-yard line.
One time?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Damn, they got 3 men on the damn
inside,
line.
but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Ah!
2nd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
Damn, them motherfuckers don't block,
Making
man.
the stop that time, Bobby
That's why we don't run the ball, bro. The motherfuckers do not fucking block, bro. This run blocking game is fucking terrible. God damn, he just let him go and run down the field for nothing. Man, he still supposed to damn block his ass. God damn.
Mayfield now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He can't catch
Duke
a floater,
Johnson,
bro.
the one
Come
he was
on,
looking
man.
for.
God
Third
damn.
down here.
Good job.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long.
How the fuck are they getting through with 3 fucking people, bro? This thing is so trash. God damn.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now it's Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He's going deep for Brown. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Bro, a
nice gain of 21 yards.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too. 14,
funny.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 1:57 to go in this 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. On 3rd down, Wilson. Being chased out left. He's got his target. That's more. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
Come on, y'all.
Right, and he just throws
y'all.
this
Get
one
that,
away.
man.
Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again.
Oh, he didn't get that.
At about the 5.
Oh, he did not.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion.
He
said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Over! All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw, Mayfield. Now he's flushed out left. Muscles him off. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you to our EA we now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him, and now running right through it. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them.
Come on, man. Let me take the ball off,
EA. Any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Dancing to his left.
Can we get some pressure, y'all? Can we get some pressure?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
14, run it. Gun. Zebra.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
14.
This is the Oklahoma State Chris Carson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Let's go to work. Come on. 14, run it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I just don't let my fucking man react to shit. Good job. Good job.
Now Wilson on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Christian Kirksey in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. Christian Kirksey able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They go play action now. Wilson steps away to his left.
Pick it off, 51.
Pick it off,
51.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Look at this shit. Look at this.
When I see a play like that,
it's a wrap. It's a wrap.